Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Shri Shaila Bijanambura Shishanam Sri Krishna Tatatmajam Sri Shailanvaya Devanatha Sudhiya Prapta Gamantadvayam Padabje Narsimhatataya Guroho Nyastatma Raksha Bharam Vidvadvranda Chakora Chandiramaham Ramanujaryam Shraye Sriranga Madhu Samaswadayantam Sriranga Mahishi Padapankajatmajam Sulabhashrayam Sada Moda Siddham Adbhutam Bhajeham Gurum Tam Ranganatha Priyam Sukhasanastham Hridayabjapite Chinmudraya Lankata Pani Padmam Shubhopavitam Vimalodhapundram Namami Rangam Gurum Antarenge Namami Yoga Samrajñim Vijayam Vijayapradam Srirangardhasanasina Karunam Mama Mataram Guru Rupa Paranjoti Jyoti Rupa Guru Paraha Ajnana Mandiram Hetate Guru Vijnana Mandiram Mukhaṁ karoti vācālam pangum langhayate girim yatkripa tamaham mande paramananda madhavam yontah pravishya mama vācamimam prasuttam sanjeevayatyakila shaktidhara svadhamna anyamsha hastacharana shravanatvagadini pranān namo bhagavate purushāya tubhyam jayatya santrasa dhvanta vidvamsanodayah Prabhavan Sitaya Devya Paramavyoma Bhaskaraha Sakradeva Prapannaya Tavasmiti Chayachate Abhayam Sarvabhutebhyo Dadamyedadvratam Mama Manojavam Marutatulya Vegam Jitendriyam Buddhimatam Varishtam Vatatmajam Vanarayutha Mukyam Sriramadutam Shirasanamam Vedavedye pare pumsi jate dasharathatmaje Veda pracheta sadasite Sakshad Ramayanatmana. Salutations to our Guru and the Guru of all Gurus. We'll commence our session today. Today is an auspicious day, which is the Sura Samharam. So on account of this auspicious day and connecting one aspect with what we are covering in Sundara Kandam now, I'd like to recite one shloka from the famous Subramanya Bhujangam composed by Adi Shankara. Girau mannivase naraye dhirudaha tada parvate rajate te dhirudaha itiva bruvan gandhashaila dhirudaha sadevo mudeme sada shanmukhostu. This particular shloka, of course, many of you may be aware of the Subramanya Bhujanga Stotram. It is composed in the Bhujangam meter, which represents the movement of a snake. That is the meter in which it is composed. It has a specific significance, and those who are bhaktas of the Adhidevata, of course, there are many Bhujanga Stotrams that Adi Shankara has composed on many other Devatas. It will yield a specific benefit for the sadhakas in that margam. We all know that among the Shad Darshanas, the 6 margas to reach the Almighty, starting with Ganapatyam, Shaktam, Shaivam. One of the 6 margas is also Kaumaram, which is the fact that you can follow Kumara, who is none other than Subramanya. So what Sanatana Dharmam preaches is, you can catch hold of any one Devata and be true and sincere with that Devata and treat that Devata as the Swarupam of the Paramatman himself, then that path that you are taking with the grace of that Devatai as well as the Guru who has instructed you in that Margam, we will attain all the Chaturvidha Purusharthas. This particular slokam has the word Giri, Parvatam, Gandha Shailam in the 3 lines, and it refers to the aspect of the fact that Shanmukha, of course, he resides in hills, Kundram. He is the god who is found on hilltops usually, and the hill externally symbolizes the fact that you have to take effort to reach the Lord who is at the peak of the mountain. Without effort, nothing is possible. Internally, it also means it is the heights of spirituality. Giri is the heights of spirituality that you can attain. And this particular slokam essentially translates into the fact that those persons who ascend the hills of my abode and thereby ascend the great silvery mountain, tada parvate rajate te dhirudaha, and the fact that Bruvan Gandha Shailadirudaha, you are residing in the Sugandha hill. Sadevo mudeme sada shanmukhostu, let me always rejoice in the contemplation of my Lord Shanmukhanatha. So with these words, we'll continue our discussion and the session on Sundara Kandam. We are talking about the Mainaka Parvatam. So that's why I took this particular slokam, which has a reference to a Parvatam. So we were in sloka number 98 in the last class, I think. Salilat urdhvamuttishta tishthatvesha kapistvayi asmakam athitis pujyascha plavatam varaha. So we saw how Sagara, he essentially motivates Mainaka Parvatam in various formats, saying that, I am heavily indebted to Ikshvakukulam, which is Raghuvamsham, because of Sagara. And secondly, the person who is currently flying above, he is none other than Hanuman. His Lord Ramachandra is Pujaniya for me. Hanuman is his Sachiva or the minister. Therefore, he is also a Pujaniya for me. Therefore, for you, he is even more Pujaniya. So wake up and ensure that you provide a resting place for Hanuman and do your duties. Make me proud. And the last slokam, Salilatu Urdhvamuttishta, wake up from the deep seas so that Hanuman may stand on you. Asmakam atitischaiva pujyascha plavatam varaha. He is our atiti, who is a great person in flying, plavatam varaha. We'll now move on to the next slokam, sloka number 99. Chamikara mahanabha deva gandharva sevita anuman stvai vishrantaha tatashesham gamishyati. Sagara is continuing his request. Okay. Chamikara Mahanabha means, oh, golden peaked one, abdinartham. Chamikaram Mahanabham. Avarade Nabham Naka Nabi Pradesham is golden hued in color. Basically, think of Mainaka Parvatam as something which is really shining like gold. Deva Gandharva Sevita. You are somebody who is worshipped by Devas and Gandharvas. Hanuman Stvai Vishrantaha Tatashesham Gamishyati. Hanuman will rest a little bit on you. And then tataha sesham gamishyati. Sesham abdinaka remainder abdinartham. So Hanuman has a 100 yojana program. And once he rests on you for a little while, the remaining part of his journey, he will be happy to continue after he has taken a little bit of rest. I mean, the highways la pona services no illaya adu madri a little bit of rest will help you, to retain your josh. So in that manner, it will be good if you can provide that place of rest for Hanuman. Kakutsthasyanushamsam cha maithilyascha vivasanam sramam cha plavagendrasya samikshotthatumarhasi. Normally, if you are an employee, you write a long letter requesting for any leave, long leave if you want. You will explain all the situations. Here it's the other way around. The CEO, he is requesting in different manners. Okay, he's using all tricks that are available. He's trying to cajole him. He's trying to goad him to say who you are. And finally, konja stricta nandam boss abdinu solra madriyum irukum. Here in this sloka, he is giving 3 more reasons. Okay. Forget about me and my glory. I am your boss. Adalam you can forget. Think of these 3 aspects. What are they? Kakutsthasya anrishamsyam cha. Anrishamsyam abdinaka goodness abdinartham. Who is Kakutshtha here is none other than Sri Ramachandra. Ilya Kakutshtha. Kakutnaka ox abdinartham. Adu patti or periya kadhaye irukku. So Kakutshtha is somebody who had control over the ox. We don't want to go into the details. But Kakutshtha is Lord Ramachandra. Think of how great he is, how noble he is. Okay. Then Maithilyascha Vivasanam. Maithili, Mithila Nagaratla Parandavald. Abdingaratnala avulukku Maithili nu peru. Maithili na eduthathu. Maithili kediyadhu. Maithili nu solla. Tha with the Mahapranam. Maithilyascha Vivasanam. Vasanam naka, there are many meanings for Vasanam. Vasanam here means house. So she is homeless now. She has gone out of her real home. She is now far away in Lanka. So Mainaka, think of the greatness or nobility of Lord Rama. Think of the fact that his great consort, his love, which is Maithili, is no more with him. Abdinale, it will start motivating somebody like Mainaka. Shramam cha plavagendrasya. Okay. Now think of the great effort that Hanuman is putting in. Okay. One of the things is, if somebody is in trouble, so that is the aspect that has been motivated here. Ramachandra is a noble person. Okay, I'll do something for him. But now consider, he is now without Sita. So there is an aspect of sorrow there. So what do? We try to be sympathetic. Yeah. So sympathies will only go as far as these days we have the so-called, what is it? GoFundMe page. Somebody is in distress. They set up a website. You call all your friends and ask them to contribute. So that is sympathy. That is the first step. The next step is empathy. So that empathy he is trying to create through the aspect of Shramam cha plavagendrasya. Look, somebody has already taken the initiative to redress the cause of sorrow for Ramachandra, which is Hanuman. Plavagendraha. He has now taken upon himself to go and search Sita Mata. So now empathize. Oh, Mainaka. Samikshya utthatu marhasi. Samyak ikshya is samiksha. By iksha na pakarade. Pakarade not just seeing through physical eyes, but also seeing through the mental eyes, which is mentally now try to picturize all these 3 things. the nobility of Rama, the fact that he is now without Sita, and added to it is the great aspect of Lord Hanuman, who is now putting in great effect. And the Shramata Pariharam Pandrathikaga Nedana Konchamana Panne Abdin Solapura Samiksha Utthatum Arhasi Hiranyanabho Mainako Nishamya Lavanam Bhasaha Utpapata Jalat Turnam Mahadrumalata Yutaha. So, sorry. Hiranyanabha Mainakaha. Mainaka is somebody who is a Hiranyanabha. And Nishamya, he has listened to Lavanambhasaha, that is nothing but Sagara, Lavanamna salt. Ambhasaha is ocean which is salty. And he has heard him quietly so far, Nishamya. Now, he is not answering or responding to his boss. He has decided that now let me take action. Okay. So because a lot has been said by Sagara. So what does he do? Utpapata Jalat Turnam Mahadruma Latayutaha. So this Mainaka Parvatam is somebody Mahadruma Latayutaha. There's a description of the Mainaka Parvatam. Mahadruma, he has a lot of big trees. Abdinartham, Drumamna trees. Latayutaha, a lot of creepers as well. Creepers and climbers. So what did he do? Utpapata Jalat Turdam. So he emerged out of the Jalam or Sagaram. Okay. So that is the, you can see that if you motivate somebody in the right manner, you will not hear any arguments or counter arguments. You will only see action. That is the lesson, key takeaway here, as to how you should be diplomatic even to your subordinates. Samahatma, okay. That is the, now further slokas will describe how Mainaka emerged from the ocean. Sasagara jalam bhitva babhuvabhyuttitastada yatha jaladaram bhitva deeptarashmir divakaraha. Sasagara jalam bhitva, saha Mainakaha, he literally emerged out abdinartham. Bhitwana vadachindu vandar abdinartham. What did he do? Babhuva abhyutitas tada. He rose enormously out of the Sagaram. So what is the upamanam that the Kavi is giving here? Yatha jaladharam bhitva deepta rashmihi divakaraha. So just like how Jaladhara is also called as Jimuta, is also known as cloud in English. Okay. Jalam dharatiti jaladharaha. That is a cloud. Just like Divakara or Surya emerges out of the clouds. Okay. In a similar manner, Mainaka emerged out of the Sagaram. Deepta Rashmihi Divakaraha. Rashmi naka race. Deeptam naka Rumba Palaplan Tejasa irukkudiya Divakaran. Divakaraha means one who creates the day. Abdinartham. Divasa create pandravar Divakaraha. So just like the sun emerges from the clouds, how does that happen? Does it happen like inch by inch? No, it emerges completely and fully. When you see the sun emerging from the clouds, you can't say it is 10% of the sun emerging and so on. It emerges quite instantaneously. So that's the first upamanam that the Kavi is providing here. Samahatma muhurtena parvatas salilavritaha darshayamasa shringani sagarena niyojitaha. Shatakumbhamaye shringaihi sakinnara mohoragaihi adityodaya sankashaihi Alikadbhirivambaram. So further explanation of how beautiful that scene was. Mainaka Parvatam is not an ordinary mountain. It is full of trees, herbs, and so on. So it's a lot of greenery. Added to it is the fact that it is shining like gold in its peaks. So it is worth explaining how that scenario is. Sa kinnara mahoragaihi. Mahoragam, Maha Uragam is Nagas, and Kinnaras. So there are many types of jivas who are residing in that mountain. Adityodaya Sankashaihi Sarvataha Salilavrataha. Aditya Udayam, Suryan eppadi Udayikarano, Ade Madri, Sarvataha Salilavrataha. So it is surrounded on all sides by ocean. Salilamna, water. Ambaram Alikadbhihi iva Drishyata. That is, he appeared as if he is scribing on the sky. Alikadbhihina, he is writing something on the skies. So the peak emerged out of the Sagaram, and it resembles as if it's like a pen, the tip of a pen, and it is writing something on the skies. Alikadbhihi iva Ambaram. Shata Kumbhamayehi Shringaihi Sarvataha Salilavrataha Mahatma. So again, Shata Kumbhamayehi means golden peak. Abdinartham. Shringamna peak. Shata Kumbhamayehi na golden. Abdinartham. Salilavrataha Mahatma. Sagarena Niyojitaha. Mainaka is also known as a Mahatma, and he is somebody who is motivated by Sagara, and he instantaneously showed his different peaks. So it did not have one peak, but several peaks which are shining like gold. Artha Slokam. Jata Rupamaye Stringaihi Brajamane Swayam Prabhaihi Aditya Satashankashaha Sobhavadgiri Sattamaha. Further explanation of the peaks of Mainaka. Jata Rupamayehi. This is further description of the golden aspect of his peaks. Shringaihi, Brajamanehi, Swayam Prabhaihi. They have a prabha of their own. They are glittering like gold. Aditya Shatashankashaha. It is as if there are hundreds of suns which are shining there. Saha abhavat girisattamaha. So that is how the Mainaka Parvatam, he is a girisattamaha, he is the greatest among all mountains. He is shown like hundreds of suns. Tamuttitamasangena Hanumanagratasthitam Madhye lavanato yasya Vignoyamiti nischitaha. So imagine now the mountain has emerged, not gradually but suddenly, and it is shining like hundreds or thousands of suns, full of golden peaks. And Hanuman is just now observing that this thing has emerged. So what is his first instinct telling him? That is described in this slokam. Tamuttitam Asangena Hanuman Agrataha Sthitam. So it is standing in front of Hanuman. Hanumat avarku Agratahana munnadi irukkuriya in the Parvatata paathu Asangamna, that which looks to be an obstacle nartham. Madhye lavanatoyasya Vignoyamiti nischita. He decided that this is an obstacle for me. So what does this mean for us? See, somebody who has just started on a very big mission, and it is an enormous mission. He has climbed to the cruising altitude. He is enjoying his leap. Imagine if you find a beautiful resting place, okay, a mountain which is golden peak. It will be very attractive, and it's full of trees and other things. And added to that, I am a monkey, okay. So if you were to add that extra bit there, they would love to actually land there and see, oh, this is a beautiful place. Let me spend some time. Yeah. So there is a hidden message for us here. Whenever we start on an activity which is important for us, the first biggest obstacle, what is that can be our biggest obstacle on our way? Abdin question panna, it is not something which will work against us. It is not something which will give us sorrow or despair. It is something which will give us happiness. Okay, a pleasure type of happiness. So that is to be guarded against. Okay. So because of our punya karma, there will be obstacles in the form of pleasure, which will try to reduce our momentum for any activity. So rest pannid appuram pannalame, it will help us to procrastinate whatever we are doing. So therefore, the first obstacle when Hanuman is crossing over is actually in the form of not pain. We will see that later. Pleasure. So even pleasure can be an obstacle. So that is what he decides, that this is not a resting place for me. It is indeed an obstacle. So what does he decide to do? Hanuman, he doesn't, once he decides, he will act. That is his nature. Aditha Shlokam is about what is going to act for this particular scene. Satamutsritamatyartham mahavego mahakapihi urasa patayamasa jimutamiva marutaha. Hanuman takes immediate action, and he has no time to waste on other things. So he understood this an obstacle. He has a mahasankalpam. So what does he do? Tam uchritam atyartham. Uchritam na, that which has suddenly emerged, that has risen instantly. Mahavegaha mahakapihi. What did he do? Urasa patayamasa jimutamiva marutaha. Urasna already chest. So he's flying like this, and the mountain has peaked here. So he goes and dashes it with his chest. And for him, the big, humongous mountain called Mainaka, it appeared as if it is a Jimutam. Jimutam na clouds. Avalo softer irundirukkan, meaning that shows how Vajrakayam is Hanuman. His body is so strong that even a mountain as majestic as Mainaka resembled clouds for him. And what did he do? He patayamasa. He felled the mountain down. Abdinartham. Okay. So that's the action he has taken. This is an obstacle for me. I don't even have to think twice. I will just get rid of him and then further continue my journey. Abdin, this is the action he takes. So imagine the plight of Mainaka. Okay, he was first of all sleeping happily inside the Sagaram. And Sagara has given a long list of things. And he also took immediate action. He didn't think twice. Many times we also may encounter these type of situations, out of true regard and affection, we may try to entertain an Atithi. But the Atithi may deride us. Okay. What will be our reaction? இவரை போய் நான் அதித்தியா பண்ணினேன், என்னம்மா என்ன அடிச்சு போட்டார் பார் அப்படின்னு அடிங்க, சும்மா கிடையாது. இட் இஸ் லைக் வாட் இஸ் தட், WWX அந்த மாதிரி இருக்கிற ரெஸ்லர் தமால்னு ஒரு அடி போட்டார். ஸோ அப்படி போட்டாருக்கு வாட் வில் ஹி திங்க் இமீடியட்லி? யுவர் ரியாக்ஷன் வில் பி தட் ஆஃப் யுவர் ஈகோ இஸ் ஹர்ட் and you will start thinking bad about that person. Let's see what is the reaction of Mainaka now. Satatapatitastena kapina parvatottamaha buddhva tasya kapirvegam jaharshachananadacha. It's a completely opposite reaction here from Mainaka. Sa tatha patitaha. Tathana in the madri அப்படின்னு அர்த்தம். Patitaha in the madri கீழே விழப்பட்ட. He has been dumped by the mountain. Kapina Parvatottamaha. He is Uttama among all Parvatas, great mountain. What did he do? Buddhva Tasya Kapihi Vegam. So he immediately is also a master of physics. So imagine, I am being felled, so I am going down, I am being submerged. Abdina, what should be the Vegam of Hanuman? That he estimated. So this gentleman is not going slowly, he is actually going at a very high speed. That is something he immediately realizes. Buddhva tasya kapir vegam. So he immediately understood the speed of Hanuman. And what did he do? He started clapping. Jaharshacha nanadacha. He became quite happy. Nanadana, he became quite happy, and then he expressed his happiness. Okay. This is how we should look at a reaction here. Atitihi, atiti devo bhava. The moment you think of somebody as a deva, then whatever that deva does, you should accept. You should not try to react to it. Okay. And there probably is an ulterior motive why that person has done that. So you should be curious to know why this has happened rather than being reactive there. Tamakashagatam viram akashe samupasthitaha prito hrushtamana vakyam abravit parvata kapim. So now Mainaka, he remember that he is not going unconscious, unlike others. Imagine him, Hanuman with his uras, he hits you. The other reaction is you go unconscious. That did not happen because Mainaka is also an equally strong person. So he looks at Hanuman, Akashagatam, Viram, Akashe, Samupasthitaha. So he started to address Hanuman. In what manner? Pritaha, Hrushtamana, Vakyam Abravit, Parvataha Kapim. So Mainaka is actually pleased, Pritaha, and Hrushtamana, he is full of happiness. So that is how he starts to address the Mahakapi. So again, a lesson for us that we should not retort to an Atithi with any kind of despair or anger in our minds. So you should look at, of course, in this case, the Atithi also is a great person. Okay. Atithi Ravanana arna vera mari react pannom. Okay. Here, the Atithi is a true Deva. So therefore, you better modify your own gunas rather than the other way around. Manusham dharayan rupam atmana shikhare stitaha dushkaram kritavan karma tvamidam vanarottama. Now is the time of Mainaka to start requesting Hanuman to take rest on him. So idvaraikum Sagara, he motivated Mainaka to get up and provide the resting place. So Mainaka has all the points, bullet points, just like you are preparing somebody for a client meeting. Yeah, your project manager is prepared for a client meeting. So you will have some 10 bullets. So those 10 bullets are ready. They are all provided by Sagara. So it's now his duty to start the PowerPoint presentation and talk to the client here. Enna solla porar? Manusham dharayan rupam. Mainaka took the form of a person. Manusham rupam. Atmanaha shikhare sitaha. He stood on top of his own shikharam in a human form. Okay. So he starts to address Hanuman. He first say Vanarottama, O great among Vanaras. Dushkaram tvam karma idam kritavan. You have done a fantastic job now. What is the job he has done? Dushkaram karma is that of pushing the mountain down. It's not an easy task. I am a very strong person, and you have beaten me in my own game. That's the
Is Hanuman still flying?
Okay. So has Hanuman hit the mountain and has he gone past? Your question. The scene is that Hanuman hit the mountain and Mainaka has immediately taken a human form. Probably Hanuman has started to go past, but he will pause. So this is a momentary pause for Hanuman. Okay. So he would have used all the aerodynamics to stay afloat, so that's the scene now. So he pauses momentarily. Say, so Hanuman will speak later on. But we'll now look at what are the points that Mainaka tells Hanuman. Nipatya mama shringeshu vishramasvayatha sukam raghavasya kule jataihi udadhi parivardhitaha. First bullet point, what Sagara told him. I have been blessed by Raghuvamsha, Sagara Maharaja, because of whom I expanded. Was not that the first point that he told? Adhe pointing varudhu. Anale வாத்தியார் சொன்ன வார்த்தையை சிஷ்யன் கேட்டு அதே மாதிரி சொல்லணும் இல்லையா? You cannot tell anything different from what the vadyar has told you. Raghavasya kule jataihi udhadihi parivarditaha. But he says, Nipatya mama sringeshu. First thing he's saying, he's not saying Sagaram. The first thing he's saying is, just come down, Nipatya, and rest on my sringeshu, on my peaks. Vishramasva yathasukam. However you please, however format, whichever format you please come down and rest on my peaks. That's the first sentence he says. Okay, that means it is like saying all the reasons can come later, but what is the action you expect? That is the first sentence you should say. Okay, that is what will make Hanuman to pass. Okay. So பழைய காசுலாம் சொல்லி அந்த பஞ்சாங்கத்தெல்லாம் இப்ப சொல்லுங்க, அவருக்கு என்னமோ சொல்றாருன்னு ஓடி போயிடுவார். You first request him to fall down, Nipatya, and take rest. Okay, அப்போ ஒரு question mark வரும் அவர் மேல. So he will think why அப்படின்னா அப்போ reasons. First reason, ராகவஸ்ய குலே ஜாதேஹி உததிஹி பரிவர்திதஹ சத்வாம் ராமஹிதே யுக்தம் பிரத்யர்ச்சயதி சாகரஹ கிருதே ச பிரதிகர்த்தவ்யம் Yesha dharma sanatanaha. Another golden bullet from Sanatana Dharma. What is that? Satvam Ramahite Yuktam Pratyarchayati Sagaraha. Treat this as a form of give and take from Sagara. Okay. My master. Ipo, the employee has to talk good about the master, isn't it? Ni enakaga pannada. Think of my master. He is somebody who has been benefited immensely by Raghavakula Sagara Maharaja, and treat this as Satvam Ramahite Yuktam. So you are somebody who is hell-bent on taking care of Rama and his Hita. So therefore, Sagaraha Tvam Pratyarchayati. He is doing a kind of a return benefit to you. And now Suryan ke torch podra madri, Mainaka is talking about dharma to Hanuman. This is the important nugget of Sanatana Dharma. Kritecha pratikartavyam yesha dharma sanatanaha. What does Sanatana Dharma say? After all, anybody who is doing any act of kindness to you, you are bound to reciprocate. Pratikartavyam yesha dharmaha sanatanaha. Be it however small or however big it may be, Sanatana Dharma dictates that you better don't forget what somebody has done to you, number one. Number two, take all efforts to repay, reciprocate that in whatever manner that pleases the other person. Therefore, O Hanuman, you are somebody who is a dharmagnya. Now, this is what Sanatana Dharma says. And therefore, treat this as Sagara giving back to Raghuvamsham, not to you. Unakaga illa, Raghuvamshathukkaga nee accept pannu. Appdin solraringa. soyam tat pratikararthi tvattas sammanam tvan nimittam anenaham bahumanat prachoditaha. So it's a continuation of the same spirit here. Saha ayam tat pratikararthi tvattaha sammanam arhati. So, O Hanuman, Sagara is expecting, he has been waiting for an occasion to repay. The right occasion has come now. And he is also, Mainaka is also telling Hanuman that even Sagara, he needs an honor from you. Sammanam arhati. If you can kindly accept this treat, that will be great. Tvan nimittam anenaham bahumanat prachoditaha. இந்த ஒரு பகுமானத்துக்காக, பகுமானம்னா I'm trying to respect you, and Sagara also is trying to respect you through this prachoditaha. Kindly accept this treat. That is how Mainaka is pleading with Hanuman. Yojananam shatam chapi kapiresha khama plutaha tavasanushu vishrantaha sesham prakramatamiti. So, there is truth that is told by Sagara to Mainaka, and Mainaka is conveying the same aspects. There is no coloring there, and that is very important. There is no communication. There is no Chinese whisper here. Okay, whatever the source has told, the same is communicated to Hanuman. Yojananam shatam chapi kapiresha khamapluta. Sagara has told me that you are going to cross hundreds of miles, and if tavasanusha vishranta, Sagara has told me, if you rest on my peaks, sesham prakramatamiti, you can continue your remainder of the journey once you rest on my peaks. Tishtatvam harishardula mai vishramya gamyatam tadidam gandhavat swadu kandamula phalam bahu. Tishtatvam harishardula mai vishramya gamyatam. O Shardula among monkeys, the leopard or the tiger among monkeys, kindly rest on my peaks. Tadidam gandhavat swadu kandamula phalam bahu. You will not only get a sitting place, but who am I? I am full of different types of trees which yield different types of fruits, and some of them have a nice fragrance. Gandhavati swadu kandamula phalam bahu. I have many types of roots, kandamulam, and fruits. So you please yourself. You can treat completely with various types of edible things that I carry on myself. Tada swadya harisreshtha vishramyashvo gamishyasi asmakamapi sambandhaha kapi mukhyatvayasti vai. So now he has informed Hanuman 2 or 3 reasons. Sagara has benefited. Secondly, it will provide you some kind of relief. You are on a big mission. You have to cross hundreds of miles. These are all the pleasures that will form obstacles for us. Okay, there are 6 months more time. So just study for half an hour daily. That's more than enough. Okay, there is enough time. Mind will calm down and it will stop working. So that's the impact of pleasures. So Vidya Turana na sukham na nidra, they say, isn't it? Those who are desirous of getting education, getting themselves with full of vidya, there is very little you should think of sukham and nidra. That is what Hanuman is doing here. Okay. Tad aswadya harisreshtha. The third reason he is giving now is not just a resting place, but you can enjoy the various types of food that I can provide you. He is giving one more reason. Asmakamapi sambandhaha Kapimukya tvayasti vai. Lastly, don't forget that there is a great relation between you and me. Abdin or question, he is providing him one more reason. Asmakamapi sambantaha kapimukya tvayasti vai. What is that relation that Mainaka has with Hanuman? Prakyatashtrishu lokeshu mahaguna parigraha vegavantah plavanto ye plavaga marutatmaja. So, இப்போ ஒரு குட்டி flashback மாதிரி கொடுக்கிறார் இப்போ ஹனுமானுக்கு. Okay, so he is reminding Hanuman of a relationship between Hanuman and Mainaka, and the story now there's a story within the story here. So prakhyataha trishu lokeshu mahaguna parigraha vegavantaha plavanto ye plavaga marutatmaja. He is praising Hanuman here. That first thing, the very first thing, before talking about the relation, he is saying, you know, you are somebody who is known in all the three lokas. Prakhyataha trishu lokeshu mahaguna parigraha. You are somebody who is full of great gunas. Among them are vegavantaha. So you can fly at very high speed. And you are a marutatmaja also. You are the son of Vayu Bhagavan. Tesham mukhyatamam manye tvamaham kapikunjara athitik kila pujarha prakrutopi vijanata. Another Sanatana Dharmam aspect is illustrated in this slokam. So he's saying, among all the monkeys that I know of, Tesham mukhyatamam manye, you are the chief among them. Kapikunjara, you are the elephant among all monkeys. Forget about that. Athitihi kila pujarha prakrutopi vijanata. That means any atithi is worthy of respect. Okay, even though he may be an ordinary person. So I know that you are the great among greats. Okay, but beyond all that, you are an atithi, and Sanatana Dharma only says that atithi can come in any form. In whatever form they come, they are a pujarha. Dharma jignasamanena kim punaryadrisho bhavan tvam hi deva varishthasya marutasya mahatmanaha. Tvam hi deva varishthasya marutasya mahatmanaha. Dharmam jignasamanena kim punaha twadrisho mahan. So when an ordinary person who comes as an atithi, he deserves a great deal of puja. What to talk of you, who are the son of Marutaha? That is the other thing he Mainaka mentions. Hanuman. Putrastasyaiva vegena sadrishak kapikunjara pujite tvai dharmajna pujam prapnoti Marutaha. So now Mainaka is continuing his way of convincing Hanuman. So the fact is that he realized that Hanuman is going at a very high cruising speed. I will not be successful in convincing him unless I provide all the reasons that Sagara has told me. Mainaka also is thinking on his own part. How else can I convince Hanuman? So one of the aspects he is now raising is Atithi Satkaram. And within that he is saying that you are the son of Maruta, and you deserve puja from my end. And if I worship you, it is as if I worship the wind god himself. So then he starts to talk about the sambandha between Mainaka and the wind god. Adipo at the class level, and I think we have gone 4 minutes over for this session. Okay, so essentially, we have in this session, what we have seen is the aspect of Mainaka, who is a very powerful golden-hued mountain, making his grand effort to convince Hanuman. So the way that he emerges as soon as Sagara tells him about the need to provide Atithi Satkaram, and the fact that Hanuman, he has shown his part of Shakti with his chest, he could bring down this great mountain, and the aspect of not being reactive when an Atithi, somebody like a great powerful person like Hanuman, you have to be very careful in your reaction. There are a lot of lessons here. So let us keep this in mind when we treat an Atithi in our homes. So with this, we'll conclude our session today.
Guru Charanambuja Nirbhara Bhakta Guru Charanambuja Nirbhara Bhakta Samsara Chiradbhava Mukta Guru Charanambuja Krishna Krishna Sindriya Manasa Yamadevam Rakshasi Nijahridayastam Devam Bhaja Govindam Bhaja Govindam Govindam Bhaja Mudhamate
Kayena vacha manasa indriyairva buddhya atmana va prakrite svabhavate karomi yadyat sakalam parasmai shriman narayana yeti samarpayami sarvam Shri Ramachandra arpanamastu. Have a great day and day week ahead. Namaskar.